Banana, you're so quick. I haven't even started the stream and then you already joined in. You're so quick. Oh my god. Let's see. Mooster! Legit! Hello! Mom! Hello, Mom! How's everybody? Cheese! Mr. Homer! Dying Stars! Hello, hello! How are you guys doing? Yeah! Banana was so quick. I haven't even started streaming and then he was already there. And I was like, how do you do that? How do you do that? Let's see. I have some really calm music today. Maybe I'll just switch to my usual music. I'll switch to my usual music. Yeah. What about this? Because I mean, today we have a lot to cover. Monster, thank you! Oh my god, you got the 9th-month badge! Congrats, congrats! You know what? The 9th-month badge is my favorite. You know, like I made all the badges, right? So the 9-month badge is really my favorite. I hope the music. I think the music sound level is good. Yippee! Thank you! 9 months! Oh my god! Thank you so much! Thank you! So what was I gonna say? We have a lot to cover. I am nervous. To be honest, I have never been this nervous for streaming. But today it's just, I mean, wine is something that I hold dearly to. It's very important to me. So I'm like, you know, that's why that I came online a little bit late, because I was like, oh shoot, I was like fiddling, looking at all the information. I was just like, make sure that I got all the information right, because like on the bottle I know what are the wines, right? I know everything, right? Like everything I picked basically. But I was just like, you know what, it's not a good idea to give chat about informations, right? So I was like super nervous now. You know what, like to be honest, like even now I'm like super nervous. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna tell chat, I'm gonna give like a wine lecture to chat. This is the first time I'm giving like anything like wine related, like giving like a wine course like online, and then I'm like, oh, my heart. Hello, Pearl. Hello. How are you guys doing? So today, this is how we're gonna do it. We are just gonna chat. We're gonna just chat a little bit. So unlike the games where I usually go for like chat for like an hour and then we switch to game, right? So today we're just gonna hopefully get everybody coming. Maybe by the time it's like we can chat for about like 15 minutes. So starting from the 15-minute, and then I will start changing into other scenes. So we're gonna go over some like the history of wines, stuff like that. Like I got like 4 videos, really short ones that I want to show you before I kind of start talking about the wines. So today we're tasting 5 wines. I haven't opened any of the wines yet, so I'm gonna time accordingly, because apparently the red wines need some breathing time. So I need to crack open those, let them breathe a little bit while we taste the white, and then the red will be ready when we taste it. Hello, Rojo! Hello! I have to warn you beforehand, alcohol works good as a aphrodisiac. Remember not to drink too much. Yes, we are gonna go over that. You know what? I'm gonna be professional here today, okay? I'm like, thank you for the hydrate. Unlike what I usually do, today we are going to be super professional, okay? So for the first tasting that I go through, I'm not even going to drink the wine. I'm going to spit the wine out, because if I drink the wine, the alcohol is going to affect my taste, affect my sense of smell. So I'm going to do like the professional, like I'm going to do professionally. After you woke up dizzy, oh no, drink, oh my god. Pearl, drink water, drink water. Drink water. You ran out t-shirt. You can be drunk and shirtless tonight. Yeah, Pearl. I hope you feel better. You need tea or water. I think you get. Are you too nervous, Pearl? Perhaps because you're too nervous. I don't want to see you drunk the whole bottle and moan out. No, I'm not gonna do that. Trust me, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do everything like professionally, just like what I'm taught to do. Like I'm a wine professional, okay? So yes, we're gonna taste the wine and we're gonna talk about the wines, what I know about the wines, and if you guys have any questions, like any questions at all, just chat. This is the first time I'm doing something like this, okay? I will be using two screens. So when we are doing the wine tasting, I will be using two screens. One is the camera where I show you the wines, and then I will also have my iPad on. So the second screen will be the iPad. So the iPad will have all the like the aromas, the taste. If I want to write anything, if I want to say anything, draw anything, I will do it on my iPad. So we will have like two screens set up. Yes, you see how much work I put into this. You know how serious I take for this wine lecture. I won't be drinking because I don't drink much alcohol. It's alright. It's totally fine. If you don't like drinking, don't need to try. Don't need to try because your favorite VTuber is promoting it. Please, if you're not a person of alcohol, do not drink just because I stream about like wine. Please. You only have cognac. Does that count? Cognac is actually distilled wine. So cognac is like when you take wine, you distill it 3 times, and then that will be like a 40% alcohol. We will talk a little bit about cognac later as well. In one of the videos, they kind of show what cognac and distillation is. Your alcohol, so many screens. Yes, so from this chat screen, we're moved to the castle. So the castle scene is where I will share with you like the videos. So it's kind of like a video reaction thing going on. That one will take roughly about like, I would say 15 to 20 minutes-ish. Sure, you gotta get vodka to reduce. No, we're not drinking vodka. We're drinking wine today. Come on, we're drinking wine. You lost your wine emblem. Not be later today. You're working tonight? What time are you working? I mean, let's see. It's like 11. It's like in the morning for you, legit, right? I know you work at night, right? Wait, yeah, you work at night, legit. You have amaretto and some 12-year-old whiskey. Those are different. We're talking about wine today. So I got like 5 wines ready. I actually have 6 glasses here. So I do have a table wine that I've been drinking for the past couple days, and maybe I can pour that out. I mean, it's oxidized, so you will see me. If you hear me using any terms that you're not familiar with, stop me and ask me the term, and then I can like explain. Like say like oxidation, like things we talk like wine professionals. We talk about like oxidative notes in wines and like stuff like that. If I say something you don't understand that, please let me know. I see. Yeah, it should be fine. It should be fine for you. I think by the time we end the stream, and then you can go. I think you can go sleep legit. I'm planning to have the usual 3-hour stream as well. So we're not gonna go. Because we're not gaming, right? So we're basically just like here chatting, and I'll see how it goes. So after I finish like talking about all the wines and stuff like that, perhaps maybe the last like 30 minutes or so, it will be just like drinking and chatting. You know, the usual drunk chatting that when I told you guys about the wine tasting and chat, you guys are thinking about like drunk chat, right? But no, we're not gonna go to drunk chat like that soon. Do you have any Swiss wine? Unfortunately, I couldn't find any Swiss wine. So I picked 5 wines today, one being non-alcoholic. I'm trying my best to stay within like a pretty low budget, because I know a lot of you guys are pretty young. Hello, Cynthia! Hello! I know a lot of you guys are really young, and I try to find wines that you guys might able to get it in your supermarket. So we're talking about like wines by wine merchants. I will also go over wine merchants, supermarket wines, grower wine, like the difference between them. An actual VL, I make it to the end. More than that, no. Don't worry. So I'm very, very sure that today, what I'm gonna tell you guys, if you guys are wine drinker, if you are a wine drinker or not, you're gonna benefit from this, because I'm giving out a lecture, okay? I'm giving a lecture where people pay money to learn stuff like this. But I'm just doing this for free today. Yes, a free wine lecture. I want all my Vespians to know about my passion, and actually know that when I'm drinking wine, I am not the usual like alcoholic drunk vampire, okay? We're gonna go drunk chat. Yes, so after I finish all the professional business, then we go drunk, okay? Then we go drunk. That's brand wine. Yeah, I will have to see. It takes so much more. I mean, before having like a brand wine, I would probably have like other merch. Wine will be like the final, you know, the big boss, okay? Vezelia brand wine is like the big boss for me. What is my favorite type? I like Pinot Noir. So I have like the wine that I have been drinking is a Pinot Noir. But the one that I'm drinking now is like super cheap, super cheap. I don't drink at all, but still. Oh, thank you, Isabella. That's so sweet of you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. How are you doing? I just go to a bar and meet fellow drinker. Let people see the wine genius. Yes, I need people to see. You don't need to pay anything, okay? You don't need to pay anything to stay here. But what I kind of teach, what I'm gonna tell you today are basically like basic wine knowledge. Once you get like basic wine knowledge, you can go to like a supermarket or like anywhere, and then you will actually know like how to pick a wine. I'm even gonna go over wine labels that I'm gonna teach you guys like what are the elements on the wine label that you can pay attention to when you're picking out your own wine. Does Hister hate Pinot Noir even you hate wine? Why do you guys hate Pinot Noir? I love Pinot Noir. Graphic design is your passion? Oh, do you draw, Peru? Do you draw at all? Like, what kind of graphics design do you do? Are you doing well? Just out of the shower and relaxing from the gym. Oh, nice. That's feel so nice. Like for the gym, like how many hours do you like go there for an hour and just work out? You're gonna love the French names getting destroyed. Yes, we actually among all the wines that I have today, 3 of them are French wines. Cause I mean I specialize in French wine. So it's like pretty obvious that I pick like 3. We have 3 French wines and 1 non-alcoholic Australian wine and also 1 alcoholic New Zealand wines. I want to pick like American wines, but then with the import fee, it's actually pretty expensive. So it's like pushing me out of the budget for if I want to pick American wines. But if you guys like this kind of wine tasting sessions, next time I can go in depth, okay? Like for example, I can do like a theme, like oh tonight we're gonna do American wines, and then in that session, in that stream, I will be going over like American wines, like different variety of grapes and how they make it, and what's the difference between American wines and say French wines or Italian wines, like things like that. So let me know if you enjoy this, like if you genuinely enjoy this, let me know. I will be really happy, you know. I will be really happy like if I can pass on knowledge to you guys, and that is kind of beneficial to you guys. Yeah, legit speak French as well. I will write everything I hear today and sell it for $20. Nah, you can just like take my thought and then you can just like send it, make it into I don't know, you can make it into like a Skillshare or something like that. I don't know how to lick. What do you mean by you don't know how to lick? Hey, we know sussy here, okay? No sus here. Today I'm a say so Wine-pire. We do regular stuff, okay? We are professionals. Guys, look, I'm trying to use this VOD. I'm gonna save this VOD, upload it to my YouTube, and perhaps in the future, if I go interview for another wine related job, I'm just gonna show them this stream I had, okay? Please, so guys, please cooperate. Please cooperate. Hello, Kosher. Hello. We haven't started drinking yet. We haven't even started drinking yet. Autocorrect. Okay, pick wine. I see. You know what? Lick is just like, what the hell? Please teach me about how to wine. You are getting a bit whiny, eh? You are getting a bit whiny, Peru. Alaja, thank you! Merci beaucoup! How to say gift? Cadeau? Merci beaucoup pour cette cadeau. See, I'm already butchering my French. Wine can make you horny. I just found out somehow I'm looking forward to it. Wine make, you know what? Because of like gaming and drinking, it kind of make my stream going the wrong way. But today I'm gonna prove that this is not always the case, okay? This is not always the case. When I do wine professionally, I'm doing wine professionally. Wine can make you wine is gonna make us happy, okay? Wine is gonna make us happy. So you see, you see later that I will have like a tag on when I do the wine. Let me show you the screen. Let me show you that the couple screen that I will be going to. So later we are gonna go to the castle, right? So for the castle, I think you guys everybody know about the castle. So I have a couple videos how wine is made. We're gonna go over like how wine is made. Type 2 if you're gonna doubt fast. Do not doubt me, okay? Do not doubt me. I'm professional here, come on. So later we're gonna learn from some like small videos clip. I will also talk about. I will pause the video and also like add on like additional information that I think you guys should know about the wine. And then, of course, this is a new scene. We have the wine tasting area. So now you see that this is my. Imagine that's got DMCA. No. Okay, so you guys see on the right hand corner, there's a warning. So overconsumption can cause harm to health. Please drink responsibly. Okay, I have that already. So yeah, so this is this is where we are gonna do the drink. You know what? The screen is a little bit too big. Maybe I will fix this later. Okay, I will fix it. Yeah, of course I need a warning. Yes. Oh my god! I squished it. I cannot even read it. Oh my gosh! I don't know how to fix this. I don't know how to fix this chat thing. Guys, give me a sec. I didn't realize you guys are that tiny. I didn't realize you guys are like there. Okay, let me see if I can fix it. Because I mean, now I got my mouse unplugged. I'm using my touchpad because I only have like 2 USB port. Yes, it's a wine cellar. I'm gonna show you guys later. But before that, let me see if I can stretch the screen, edit, transform. Yeah, let me see if I can. Oh no. Yeah, let me see if I can fix you guys because like now you guys are looking so compacted. Transform, fit the screen. Oh my god, can I reset the shape? You know what? I don't think I can do anything. You guys are gonna be chucked over there, okay? Bear with me, okay? Bear with me. Oh, hello! Hello, Sheila! Hello! Thank you for the raid! Thank you so much! Thank you! Welcome, raiders! You're gonna use the microscope to raid chat? Sheila, thank you so much, and I'm sorry for the bug! Thank you! Yes, welcome, raider! Tech issue here, don't worry, raiders. Yeah, don't worry, raiders! Thank you so much, Sheila! Today we're gonna do a wine tasting stream. So, the wine tasting stream, we are first gonna learn about the basics of wine. How do we make wine? Yes, hello Sheila, how have you been? And I mean, welcome to the stream and nice to meet you. I'm Vezelia. I'm a wine drinking vampire. So basically, I don't drink blood. I drink wine. The blood of the grapes. You've been drinking wine so much lately. Nice. We just thought not long ago. I will be going through some of the basics of wine before I actually crack open the bottle. So you see, this is the wine tasting setup that I have. This is my corkscrew that I will be opening. Like, oh my god. Yeah, like this is my professional thing. Professional corkscrew. Yes. So let me put it here. I have 5 wines ready for today. Yes, I am a wine-pire. Yeah, nice. But we're gonna go over some basics before we actually try to taste the wine. So I believe, Pearl, you like the background, right? So the background is actually is a wine cellar. Let me show you. So this is a wine cellar. Isn't this fancy? I think it looks really nice, and we're gonna do some wine tasting here today. Introducer, hello, mysterious. Hello. Beware of reflections. Oh my god, that's so true. That's so true. Oh my god, what should I do? Okay, let me turn the camera on. Okay, it looks like a very fun place. Thank you. It is indeed. It is a fun place. So if you guys are ready, since I will keep the category as just chatting, okay? So I think we can start today. At least get dogs looking pretty. I doxed myself. Like now I'm like I just got out of the shower, so my hair is like dripping. My hair is like dripping wet. Come on, like my hair is like dripping wet. Ah, messy hair. It's like wet hair. No makeup, and but then I managed to wear something kind of nice. I like this like cuff here. So hand cam. This is kawaii. I realize this is cute. I want to see. No, but not the no makeup me. Maybe one day I'll put on makeup and then I'll do the wine tasting. Just the wine tasting though. Okay, so let us go back to the castle where we're gonna start the first video on how is wine made. Flashcilia is back. You guys really enjoy Vezelia, right? Flashcilia. Real life Vessi is VTuber Vessi. Yeah, I look the same, right? Don't I look the same? Maybe I got my hair down, like not the curls that you have, but... Okay, so let me turn off the music. So the first video is like how wine is made. This is basically about the, about wine. So, insider, okay. I have a couple. VTuber Vessi. Oh, you like the real life better? Okay, let's start the one. So this is how the wine is made. Let's start. Do I have the CC on? Okay. Here. Let me turn on the volume. England isn't famous for its wines. Of course. Well, but you know in England they're growing wines now. Growing like grapes. Sure, Sophia. I'll see you later. YouTube is on light mode? Yeah. England!
Bolney is 40 acres, which is 16.5 hectares. We grow red wine grapes and white wine grapes, and we actually make sparkling wine as well.
They actually have like
but we actually specialise in red wine, so a lot of this field behind us here is
Silverhands, hello! Welcome to the stream! We just started going over some basics of wine. So this is how the wine is made. So you see right there, people are handpicking it, okay? Handpicking are very labor intensive. So usually if the wine are good quality wine, they're usually handpicked it. And of course, with handpicked wines, handpicked grapes, the wines are usually more on the expensive side. So when we have like cheap commercial wines, they are harvested by machines. English subtitle for English people. So yeah, this is like a vineyard. Harvest
grapes,
season.
We take them to the winery. We load them onto a sorting table.
So they're going to sort the grapes.
We don't want to go through into the press. We take them out, and then if it's white wine grapes or grapes of rosé, they go straight through into the press, and then we press them in the press. With red wine, it's a little bit different. With red wine, we actually crush and de-stem. We take the grape stems off of the grapes.
So the thing is, like, she's talking about like crushing the grapes and de-stemming the grapes for red grapes. The reason being that have you chewed on like a grape skin? The grape skin is like you got this like really bitterness, right? For the red wine, because the skin is thicker, so if you put the stem and the leaf like to make the wine together, it's gonna make the wine very bitter. So for red wine, they need to de-stem, which is like removing the stem from the grapes, and then they go press it. So no more women stomping on grapes. Nah, not anymore, not anymore. If it becomes too much too bad, I would just put emotes only and go back to bed. Okay. Here.
In with the wine as it's fermenting. Get the colour, get the flavours and aromas, and then once that's done, you pump off all of the juice that you've created. And then you take the grapes that are left and just put them very gently in the press just to get the last bit of juice out.
That's wine is squeeze. Oh gosh, so that it smells like feet? Making sparkling wines is another different story. So sparkling wines are wines that have like carbon dioxide in them. You can either inject carbon dioxide or contain the carbon dioxide generated by the yeast. So that is how champagne is made. However, for like Italian wines, Italian sparkling wines like the Prosecco, they inject carbon dioxide into it. So it's just like your regular pop, like a Coke, yes. And also they're talking about the sediment right now. So this is like we call this grower. So they grow their own grapes and then they make their own wines. So these are considered to be like a grower wine.
Quite well recognised now. A lot of people have heard of it, and it's got a brand name abroad as well. But there is more and more still being made, and there's definitely interest. And we sell out of every bottle of still we make every year.
I tried English wines. They are actually pretty good. Yeah, carbonated wine, exactly. You can either make it by injecting carbon dioxide into it, Or you can do something we call the second fermentation. So you make the base wine, like you make a wine, and then you take this wine, you add yeast to it, and then you close the bottle really, really tight, and then it ferments again. So that way, because there's no gas leaking out, right? You close it really tight. The gas is gonna stay inside the bottle, and then the end product will be a sparkling wine, will be a carbonated wine. But that one is made by the yeast. That is how champagne is made. Grape looks more tasty than wine. Guys, there's something really important you need to know. The grapes we use... Okay, this is another winemaking one. So the grapes that we use for making wine is not the grapes that you get from supermarket. The grapes in the supermarket are table grapes. They are grapes for eating. But the wines to make wine is another species. The species is called Finis vinifera. Yes. Fitis vinifera. Yes. So that species of grape, you need certain type of grape to make wine. Not every grape can make wine, but but only one kind of grape you can make good wine, and that is the wine that we are having today. Is it almost a mixed wine with another wine? Sort of. The only occasion they mix wine is when they do a blend. Yeah, say when they want to make a rosé, they can blend the red with the white. So they can make the wines and then they blend it together. Or they can put red grapes. They can use white grapes and red grapes, and they press together. So that way they also blend it. So some places in France, there's regulation that allow the red wines to be pressed along with the white grapes. Another species, exactly. They look the same, but they're another species. And what's interesting to me is that in North America, you don't find grapes that can make good wine. All the grapes that you can make wine with comes from Europe, the old world. So nowadays, when we find grape growing places, regions in the New World, so the New World is anywhere outside of Europe. So Europe is like the old world. Like all the countries in Europe is considered to be like old world. But the New World is like Canada, America, Chile, Argentina, Australia, New Zealand, like anywhere outside of Europe. So those are called the New World. In the New World, we cannot find any Fitis vinifera. Remember the name, important. Fitis vinifera, Fitis vinifera, Fitis vinifera. This is so important that I need to stress like 3 times. Fitis vinifera. This is the grape that you can make wine. Outside of this grape, the other grapes are table grapes. If you make wine with those grapes, not that you cannot make wine with them, you can still make it, but it doesn't taste good. Yeah, it sounds like a smell. Fetish vinifera. It's Fitis vinifera. Will that show on the exam later? No, we're not gonna have an exam. Don't worry, Dumbo. Don't worry. My lectures are cool and chill. You guys can like ask me anything and just joke with me, joke along. Fitis vinifera. Oh no! Okay, let me put it up. Oh, let me put it up. Let's see. You know what? I wonder if I can. What should I do? Okay, guys. Let me block this and then let me find a video about like Fitis vinifera. I think it's very crucial you guys know, because there's actually people who go out to the supermarket, buy grapes and think that they can make good wine out of supermarket grapes. That's not how it go. Fitis vinifera. Oh, okay. Oh my god, this is Cornell University. Oh, you know what? We can take a look at this. We can take a look at this. I haven't seen this before, but yes. You see the name? Fitis vinifera. Hello, Shu. Do you have a personal favorite wine or type of... Yes, my favorite is the French Pinot Noir. Because the French Pinot Noir, I especially like the North Burgundy ones, because the Pinot Noir from Northern Burgundy will have aromas of rose. And you see my name, Vezelia RoseCrois. So yes, Fitis vinifera. Normal grape sucks because they aren't sour. Yes, Fitis vinifera. This is very important. So if somebody asks you...
It's a production of Cornell University.
Cornell University. We professional here. Oh my god, this is the grapevine. I cannot really... is she talking? What is she saying? Yes, it's a classic European wine grape. So table grapes and wine grapes, they are two different types of grapes. Is she even speaking English? Oh my god, look at the wind. This is the canopy, okay? This is the canopy. So in wine, in viticulture, so the art of growing grapes, we have something called a canopy management, and that can affect the quality of wines. Fessy Vinifera! It sounds like a decent VTuber, eh? For real. Even captures the wind background. Fittis Vinifera VT. When we looked at the Concord, the fruit was up here. When we look at so yeah, basically this is how they grow the grape. I believe this is called a guillot. The style of growing the grape is called guillot. So yeah, this is like the leaves look different, okay? For table table grapes, and also for the wine grapes. The plant look different. When we look down at the fruit, okay, this is the... Oh, look at this! Are significantly smaller than they were. Yes. So look at that. Compared to table grapes, they are much smaller. The berries are much smaller. It doesn't. Basically, it juices all over. Yeah. And that's not a slip skin. Yeah, so for wine grapes, you don't have that much juice compared to the table grapes. Love the commentary. Okay, good job. Good job. Good job. So this now you guys know. Fittis Vinifera VT. How long does it take to grow the Fittis Vinifera? It depends. It depends. Usually the whole plant, I believe like 2 to 3 years will be a very young plant. They will begin to have fruits, but usually from what I know, the fruits, they don't really start harvesting the fruit until about like 5 years old or so. Thank you for the half fan. Thank you. Did they even say? Oh, they didn't say here, but usually the plants need to be matured so that it develop. The more mature the plant is, the more flavorful the juice will be. So we want the grape to be flavorful, right? Or else it will be very runny and very diluted. It's alright, Scarlett. Hello, how are you doing? We're just going over some really basics of wine. We're learning about like how is wine made. Oh no, sniffing. Okay, so this is an animation video that kind of talks about it summarizes how wine is made. Okay, so from growing the vine, growing the grape, harvesting, and then taking them back to the winery, pressing them, let the juice ferment, and racking and things like that. How is Vezelia made? Hey, Vezelia is made. I was made from like a bat, right? I'm Basilia. Say so, but has a feed comment. No! No, I'm a say so wine drinker vampire. Okay, so this is how the wine is made. The previous video is kind of like the it's kind of show you a glimpse of the winery. So this one, I find this animation video more thorough. Start. Dun, 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 dun. Made into a laugh. How wine is made. First we got the plant, we harvest, we take the grapes, we de-stem and crush it. But for white wines, we keep the stem, okay? So what is pressed? So you see, what was pressed, this is called the musk. So after we press the grape, all the juices and maybe the pulp, this mixture is called the musk. And then in the musk, there's yeast from outside of the grape skin, so those are natural yeast. But usually in wineries, we also use cultured yeast. So those are like lab-grown yeast. We have more control with the lab-grown yeast than the natural yeast. Because if we ferment the wine with just natural yeast, just like natural wine, because nowadays they're natural wines. You know, the hipster natural wines? Everything is natural! it's pretty hard to control the aroma. So if we use cultured yeast to ferment the wine, we will get a cleaner product with a cleaner taste, more defined taste. Yes. So now they add like yeast, cultured yeast, and also the natural yeast within the juice. So yes, lab controlled yeast. And then alcoholic fermentation, alcohol. So what happened is when the yeast eat the sugar inside the juice, they are gonna produce alcohol and carbon dioxide. Yeast, wasn't there like a wine made with sus yeast? No, there's no sus yeast. What do you mean? So it poop out carbon dioxide. So this process of maceration is when you have the skin. There's like the color, right? The pigment is in the skin. When the pigment of the skin leaks into the wine, this process is called maceration. What the chemistry? The alcohol is natural. I thought that they are added alcohol. The added alcohol are usually really, really bad wine. So the super cheap wine, they add alcohol in it. But for most wines, especially, there's two ways you can add alcohol in wine. You can add sugar into the juice. If the grapes are not ripe enough, you add sugar to the juice. In the end result, you will get more alcohol, right? So this process is called chaptalization. Chaptalization, you know what? Do I have a text here somewhere? Chaptalization. Oh yes, I have text. Nice. Okay. Chaptalization equals adding sugar to juice. Here. Where? Oh my god, you guys cannot even see it. Okay, guys, wait a sec. Wait up. So yes, technically some places they allow chaptalization, but most of the time with reputable like expensive wines, like nicer wines, you cannot add sugar. You cannot add sugar at all. You cannot, of course, adding, not only you cannot add sugar, adding alcohol into the wine is also taboo. So the only way you can add alcohol to the wine is when you make something called a fortified wine, just like port. Nice text. I feel like back to school again. So yes, chaptalization is adding sugar to juice. So that is, in that way, when you add the sugar to juice, the end product will have higher in alcohol. Giving a hard time in chat on brats. Waiter wine. Okay, now, yes. So let's continue. Let's continue with so maceration. Maceration is a process where the color pigment goes into the wine. See the color. Now the wine has a color. So racking. What racking does is you take out after the maceration. Now the wine has color, right? You take out the wine, most of it, but at the very bottom, these are like grape skins and musts and stuff like that. Chaptalization gaming. You cannot add salt. Please do not add salt to your wine. Don't do that. Vezelia Sensei, I have a question. Can you add anything else other than sugar? Nope. You cannot add, other than the cultured yeast that you can add, basically you cannot add anything. The reason being that because with a wine, you see why are the wines, they have different price. You can get a supermarket wine for like, I don't know, $5. Or you can get some of the most expensive wine for 10K. 10K for a bottle of wine, you see? The reason there's a big price difference is because of the year they were produced, which means in that year, under certain climate, the grape will have certain ripeness and also the land. So there's a lot of factors go into what makes a wine expensive. We can go over that like later. No MSG! I told you, MSGs are only used by Asian men to boost their ego. I wonder what wine milk will taste. No, milk? No. So after the racking, you see all the skin down here, right? So what do they do with it? They press it, and those are called the pressed wine. So you see, with the pressed wine, because they are pressing all the skin, right? They're using force to press the skin, and then the pressed wine will be a whole lot more pigmented than the free-run wine. Some of the winery, they will add a portion of the pressed wine back into the free-run wine to add color. Yes, the pressed wine. So this is like the pressed wine, right? Let me. You see? So we got the free run, and then you press it, the pressed wine. So the pressed wine will be a whole lot more pigmented than the free run wine. You read the article, it was to say no, you mean the sus bacteria? So now they put it into the barrel, you age it. And then you filter. And then you bottle. And you're gonna win! Yay! So the last step is like, after they take the free run wine, they put it in barrel to age it. So aging is a process where the wine is gonna have like spend some time resting so that all the compounds, all the aromas, the alcohol, the tannin, we're gonna go over what is tannin, merge together. And then when it's done, they will bottle up and then sold off, and then they will end up in my tummy. What's the purpose of the filter? You see with the wine, okay, so you see at this process, in this racking inside, there's alcohol, there's wine, but there's also yeast. So some of the yeast are here and some of them are down here, and also skin. So they take the free run wine, they put it in this like oak aging, and inside the oak aging, they will have like sediments. Sediments we call wine crystal. It's natural. When you make a wine, they will have like a sediment. But in wine industry, we call that throwing a sediment. So when they develop a sediment, we will call that the wine froze sediment. And then that's why you need filtration, right? So the filtration process is basically getting rid of all the remaining, if they have any like minuscule of like the dead yeast, you know, the yeast, the dead body of yeast, and also sediments, so that the wine will come up really clear when you drink it. How can you make a wine bitter if you use sugar? The bitterness comes from the skin and the stem. Remember before, for red wine, remember like in the very like early on here, the stem means that you remove the stem and all the leaf from the grape. So when you press it, all the bitterness is not going into the wine. Caramel. Yes, the skin. So we have thick skin, we have thin skin grape, and that will cause the different pigmentation in the wine. Today in the wine tasting, I'm gonna show you a couple wines that you can pretty obvious. Wines that are made with thick skin grape, and also wines that are made with light skin grape. So my favorite grape is Pinot Noir, right? Pinot Noir is a light skin grape. What the fermentation adds to the wine? The fermentation adds alcohol to the wine. So if we go back here, let's go back here. So we have yeast, we have sugar. So when yeast eat up sugar, it will produce alcohol. And also CO2. So this is like a chemical reaction, right? The CO2 is gonna be gone into the air if we are making a wine. But if we're making champagne, that's different. Because if we make a champagne, we want the CO2 to stay inside the wine. So we are gonna bottle the wine and then keep the CO2 inside the bottle. We can have another lecture on sparkling wines and champagne. CO2 looks like he smokes weed. The longer the ferment, the stronger it get, right? Not exactly, because naturally the yeast is gonna die. The yeast is gonna die when the alcohol reach to about like 13 to 15%, depending on which strain of yeast. So remember, I told you guys that we have natural yeast and we also have like lab culture yeast, right? It depends on which kind of yeast. Some yeast die at like say like 12%, but other yeast, the culture yeast, some of them, they die at like 15%. So 15% is usually the highest you can get for wine. Once they poop out enough alcohol, the alcohol is gonna kill the yeast. When the yeast die, the fermentation will stop naturally. The longer, can it get spoiled? Spoiled by bacteria. So you see, alcohol kind of keeps the bacteria away. The higher the alcohol it is, the better it can be kept. But however, with natural wines, a lot of the winery, they are dirty. They have like a lot of like bacteria. So what people do is when they're growing the grapes, they spray the grapes with sulfites, a mixture called copper sulfite. That is to help to stop all the microbial spoilage. Yes. So this is another term, okay? Microbial spoilage is when bacteria goes into the wine and makes the wine bad. Do I need to type it? Okay, let me try to type this. Microbial spoilage. Microbial spoilage equals bacteria goes into wine and turn it bad. Ta-da! Oh my god, this is so long! This is so long. Oh no, the synapse. Okay, are the yeast alive? Yes, yeast are alive. The yeast are basically just like the bread yeast, but they're a different kind of yeast. Okay, yes. Guys, let me do 5 sit-ups and then I'll continue on with the lecture. Oh god, my thespians are giga gym chat. Okay, I'm ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god. Guys, you know what? I'm drinking tea right now. I cannot drink alcohol and do a lecture like this. Does yeast have an immune system? I am not sure actually. Need that pause, too much info. Microbial spoilage, yes. Once you start starting, make sure to turn it off. Turn it off? You mean the yes, once I start drinking, I'm gonna Mooster, please help me turn off the exercise redeem or else I'll be dead. Nice sit-ups. Now I get to rest for a little bit because the sit-up, we have a cooldown for 30 minutes, okay? Thank you, Mooster. Thank you. Okay, so this is like the alcohol. Do you guys have any more questions with the... So yeah, basically, inside the whole tank, this is a stainless steel tank, okay? Inside the tank, fermentation will carry out, and then you get the free run. You got the free run wine. You press the extra wine to get the extra pigment, and perhaps you add it back to the free run wine. You put everything into the oak barrel, into some kind of barrel. This is oak barrel, right? But now we have like a cement barrel. We also have like amphora. So those are like potteries. No, yeast don't have an immune system. They're simple cells. Okay, thank you, Fogo. Then why are you even asking? What are you even asking? So the type of barrel matters. Exactly. The barrels can be expensive. So for wood barrels, like oak barrels, we have French oak barrels. We have American barrels. So different types of barrels, they will have like different aroma. For French barrel, it will have like kind of like vanilla. It will give like vanilla kind of aroma. For American barrels, you will have like coconut. It's like coconut kind of, oh no, coconut! Ah! You will have like tropical aromas from American wood barrels. So when I was doing a wine tasting, we called it blind tasting. It's basically people give you a glass of wine without telling you what is that wine. And my profession is I have to like drink the wine, taste the wine, and then guess which wine, where is this wine from, what grape is it made from, where is it from, like, or even like which winery is it from, or even like perhaps which year the wine is from. So yeah, those are like sommelier competitions. The wood changes the taste slightly, not the actual barrel. Yes, the wood also help add something called tannin. So tannin is the bitterness. It's the chewy bitterness in the wine. So that substance is called tannin. We will go over a little bit more when we actually start tasting the wine. Sounds like a fun Mr. Beast content. So yeah, they basically they pour the wine. You age it for however many, like how long you want. Yeah, bottle. 20 years. Well, usually, okay, so there's two for aging, right? So you see that one is like aging in oak barrels, but after it bottled, the cellar, they can take the bottle and then they age it in their own cellar. So we have two type of aging. We have like oak barrel aging, and then we also have like bottle aging. Bottle aging is when the wine is in a bottle, but you don't open it. You just keep it away. So that is like bottle aging. Okay. So let me turn down the volume a little bit, and the next video I have for you is a brief history of alcohol from TED Talk. Almost anything can be preserved in alcohol except the happy. Oh, wait, I haven't finished reading that quote. Okay. Almost anything can be preserved in alcohol except health, happiness, and money. The wines explode when you try to make a champagne, but you're not using a champagne bottle. So remember I told you guys that for champagne, you want to trap the CO2 inside the wine, right? But you do the whole process inside a bottle. So what happened was, if you use a regular wine bottle to make a champagne, it will not withstand all the pressure from all the gas, and it will burst. Yippee! So for this is, you know, a very famous guy called Dom Perignon. Nowadays we have a champagne named after him. But what he discovered, he didn't discover champagne. He didn't invent how to make champagne. He invented the champagne bottle. So that dude, that monk in France, in northern France, around Champagne region. Wait, is he even from Champagne region? I don't think he's from Champagne region. Basically, that guy just invented a bottle that can withstand all the pressure when making a sparkling wine. So, but now he's so famous that he even got a champagne name after him. Yeah, a monk. His name is called Dom Perignon. Did I butcher the name? Dom Perignon. Dom Perignon. You look up his name, basically his name equals expensive champagne. Monk invented champagne bottle, as known as Fer Glace Anglais. I don't know why is it like English. Did I spell that right? There is like feminine, right? Sorry guys if I butcher the French. I mean, hey, legit, Rojo, did I spell that right? Did I spell that right? Ah, here. Fun fact, you know Coca-Cola was a wine before alcohol prohibition. Oh, is it the prohibition period, right? Left. Okay, let's continue with the video. I really like this video too. I think you guys will enjoy this as well.
This chimpanzee stumbles across a windfall of overripe plums. Many of them have split open, drawing him to their intoxicating fruity odor. He gorges himself and begins to experience some strange effects. This unwitting ape has stumbled on a process that humans will eventually harness to create beer, wine, and other alcoholic drinks. The sugars in overripe fruit attract microscopic organisms known as yeasts. As the yeasts feed on the fruit sugars, they produce a compound called ethanol, a type of alcohol in alcoholic beverages. This process is called fermentation. Nobody knows exactly when humans began to create fermented beverages. The earliest known evidence comes from 7000 BCE.
What did they even make?
Where residue in clay pots has revealed that people were making an alcoholic beverage from fermented rice, millet, grapes, and honey.
Nice!
Within a few thousand years, cultures all over the world were fermenting their own drinks. Ancient Mesopotamians and Egyptians made beer throughout the year from stored cereal grains. This beer was available to all social classes.
7,000 years.
Workers even received it in their daily rations. They also made wine, but because the climate wasn't ideal for growing grapes, it was a rare and expensive.
Only aristocrat drink wine.
By contrast,
in ancient
Greece
Egypt
and Rome, where grapes grew
hey,
more
the feet!
easily,
The
wine
feet!
was as readily available as beer was in Egypt and Mesopotamia.
They do.
Because yeasts will ferment basically any plant sugars, ancient peoples made alcohol from whatever crops and plants grew where they lived. In South
Feet
America,
wine.
people made chicha from grains, sometimes adding hallucinogenic herbs.
Hallucinogenic
In what's now
herbs.
Mexico, pulque, made from cactus sap, was the drink of choice.
Oh,
While
no.
East Africans made banana and palm
Banana
beer.
beer?
And in the area that's now Japan, people made sake from rice.
Sake!
Almost every region of the globe had its own
Doing my
fermented drinks.
best job.
As alcohol consumption became part of everyday life, some authorities latched onto effects they perceived as positive.
Feed bacteria?
Greek
Perhaps, I think
physicians
so.
considered wine to be good for health, and poets testified
And
to
also,
its
like, when you
creative
step on the
qualities.
grapes, it's like,
Others were
you
more
warm up the
concerned
grape,
about
right? It kind
alcohol's
of helped
potential
with
for
fermentation
abuse.
as well.
Greek philosophers promoted temperance.
Banana beer.
Early Jewish and Christian writers in Europe integrated wine into
Okay, let me
rituals,
pause
but
a sec,
considered
because
excessive
you see banana beer. I don't know if they make beer with banana, right? But if you detect banana aroma in a beer, usually it's an indication that the beer is off. So microbial spoilage. Remember I talked about microbial spoilage? If there's banana aroma in a beer or in wines, there's a sign. This is a sign of microbial spoilage. Let's gotta stop chat someone. You guys want to smell my wine feet? What if you wear socks and you stomp on grapes? No, people do that. Why would you want to wear socks? You know what? There's actually a lot of young people. They go to like in Europe and also in like wineries around the world. They go there and then they stomp on the grapes. Yeah, people do that. It's kind of like a summer job, and then they got a wine feed for a couple of days. So basically, the color of the wine just stain your feet, and then you got like purple feet for a couple of days. Microbial spoilage means bacteria turn wine bad. Yes.
intoxication a sin, and in the Middle East, Africa, and Spain, an Islamic rule against praying while drunk gradually solidified into a general ban on alcohol.
No alcohol!
Ancient fermented beverages had relatively low alcohol content, at about 13% alcohol.
You can
The
do this, Pearl.
byproducts wild yeasts generate during fermentation become
See, 13,
toxic
yes. And kill them.
When the yeasts die, fermentation stops and the alcohol content levels off. So for thousands of years, alcohol content was limited. That changed with the invention of a process called distillation.
Distillation.
9th century Arabic writings describe boiling fermented liquids to vaporize the alcohol in them. Alcohol boils at a lower temperature than water, so it vaporizes first. Capture this vapor, cool it down, and what's left is liquid
And Dom
alcohol
Perignon.
much more concentrated than any fermented beverage. At first, these stronger spirits were used for medicinal purposes. Then, spirits became an important trade commodity because, unlike beer and wine, they didn't spoil. Rum made from sugar harvested in European colonies in the Caribbean became a staple for sailors and was traded to North America. Europeans brought brandy and gin to Africa and traded it for enslaved people, land, and goods like palm oil.
I like
and
rum,
leather.
actually.
Spirits became a form of money in these regions. During the age of exploration, spirits played a crucial
Apparently
role
wines
in
is technically
long-distance
halal if it
sea
doesn't contain
voyages.
enough alcohol.
Sailing from Europe to East Asia and the Americas.
Yes,
could
bro,
take
we're gonna
months,
taste
and
a
keeping
non-alcoholic
water fresh
wine
for the
today.
cruise was a challenge. Adding a bucket of brandy to a water barrel kept water fresh longer because
Nice!
alcohol is a preservative that kills harmful
Yes,
microbes.
alcohol is a preservative.
So by the 1600s, alcohol had gone from simply giving animals a buzz to fueling global trade and exploration, along with all their consequences. As time went on, its role in human society would only get more complicated. Tracing the history of our industry and agriculture gives us a fascinating look at what we value as a species and how we've ended up where we are today. Check out these two lessons.
Interesting! Interesting, isn't it? Adding brandy to water to preserve it longer. So you get brandy water. Basically, you cannot drink like water. You have to have a little bit of alcohol, because like back in the days we don't have the technology to preserve things, right? So they use alcohol. This is one of the reason why this is one of the reason why alcoholic wines, you can keep them for years. It depends on which kind of wine, but non-alcoholic wines there's like an expiry date for non-alcoholic wines. Alcohol is just dream water. So they were okay. Remember in the very beginning, we are talking about like drunk animals. So in Africa, there's actually a fruit called malua fruit. So in Africa, the animals actually will go to the malua fruit trees, especially the elephants, okay? The elephants will go to the fruit trees, shake up the trees, and then wait until all the fruits fall down onto the earth. And they wait a couple days, the fruit begins to, like the fruit itself begin to ferment, and then animals will have a feast on those fermenting fruits, and then they go drunk. So Africa, like the animals will go drunk. Let's go to Africa, right? Yeah, okay. So this is basically the end of it. End of all the videos I want to show you. Regretting life. Yeah, that was you yesterday, Mo. That was you yesterday. So I hope you enjoy these are the videos that I want to go over. What time is it now? Oh my god, we're already 1 hour into it. Okay, you know what? We should go to the wine tasting room. Oh my god, I haven't opened up the wine yet. Okay, let me. I like some background music. Do you guys want some background music? I like some background music, just a tiny little bit. Here. I didn't even realize we reached the 1 hour mark. Okay. So let me grab the wines. I have a couple. Here. So today we're gonna start with. You know what? Let me turn on the lights. Let's see how the lights works. Is it better? You know what? I like it. I like it without my other. Oh, let me try another light. Okay, you know what? I think this looks better. Yeah, it looks brighter because I need the color. I need the lights to show you guys the wine. And meanwhile, this is my phone, my face cam, my face cam. Let me set up my face cam. So that when I do the tasting, you guys can actually see me move. Okay. How am I gonna do this? I think I can. Okay, guys. Just leaking. Did I leak my phone numbers? No, I didn't, right? I didn't. Okay. I'm just trying to arrange and make sure that I can read chat at the same time. Okay. Oh, reflection. Oh my god, no! Guys, I have 5 wines. So the first white wine I have here is a Sauvignon Blanc. So this one is from New Zealand, Marlborough, Spy Valley. The vintage is 2020. So vintage is the year it was made in. Okay, you know what? Let me turn this smaller. Oh wait. Doesn't have reflection of a vampire. Spy Family wine. Okay, and then the second white, we are gonna have a French Chardonnay. So this is the French wine that we have here. Wait, can I? Where should I put it? We also have 2 reds, 2 red wine that we're gonna taste. So the first red will be this one is from M&S, is a Beaujolais-Villages. Right here. Here. The fourth one is... This is a French Bordeaux. Yes, French Bordeaux. And finally, for a non-alcoholic, I have this one is from Australia. This is like a non-alcoholic rosé. Sounds nasty, Jobel. Hello, Yish. Hello. We're doing some wine tasting today. Least to most expensive wine. I would say the least expensive is of course the non-alcoholic one right here. The most expensive one is actually this one. This one. So this is a French Chardonnay. This one and these twos are growers. So these two, they are grower wines. Grower wines mean from growing the grapes to making the wine. They all make it from the same winery. Okay, guys, let me move stuff around because I also need to connect to my iPad. Just give me a sec. Yes. Oh wait, before I connect to the iPad, I need to crack open the wine first. Yes, I need to crack open the wine. Hello, Spaghetti! Thank you so much for the raid! Thank you! Welcome, raiders! We are doing some wine tasting today. We just finished a little bit of lecture on what is wine and how wine was made. Now we are gonna do the second part of wine wine lecture. So yeah, I'm gonna talk to you guys about different colors, aromas of wine. What else? Flavor. Yes, basically anything you really need to know about wine. Let me disable exercise. Hello, Cook. Hello, how are you guys doing? Hello. So because this bottle here, the Bordeaux, the Beaujolais-Villages, the reds, these two need some breathing. So breathing means I need to open it. I need to open this and then let oxygen go inside so that the aroma will be more elaborated or open up. And also this white wine as well. This white wine. Thank you for the headset. Thank you. Does temperature affect the wine when it's stored? Yes, it does. So what temperature does is like before you crack open the wine, you want the bottle to keep at about like in between 12 degrees Celsius to 15. Oh my god. Okay, let me move my... It's not sensing my face. Yes. Temperature is important. Temperature and humidity. Humidity and temperature is really important when you store a wine. Vezelia, let's go. Thank you, Spooky, for the alert. Thank you. Okay, guys, just let me... I'm gonna crack open the Beaujolais-Villages because I need it to have like I need oxygen. I need oxygen to go into the wine. So now this one is like open. Yay! Okay. So this one is open. This one I can just pop open later because it's chilled anyways. So I'll pop it back to the fridge. Yeah, let me pop it back to the fridge. Now, as a professional, I will demonstrate how to open a wine. Oh shoot. And let me move myself. Cannot really reach out right now. Let's see, where can I put my stick? My camera. So that it will see me. Hello, chat. Yay! Okay, let me move the glasses away. So I have two bottles, right? This is the... I'm gonna open the white first. Let me reach out. Spy and family wine. Are we drinking air as the sixth string? No, the sixth string is going to be this wine right here. So this is the wine. This is like a Pinot Noir I have been drinking at home. This is like a... Look at this. Like, I finished like half bottle. But we're gonna taste this like Pinot Noir. This is a really cheap supermarket Pinot Noir. I don't have much expectation to this one. Did she wash her hands though? Yeah, the sixth one is just leftover wine. I'm sorry, the sixth one is a leftover wine. Okay, so I got my corkscrew out already. So you see in the structure of the bottle, you see a bottle right here. So this part, we call this the first sip. Usually non-professional, they will open like right here. But this is the wrong way to do it. The correct way, you open from here. This is the we call this the double lip. Yes, we open at the double lip. Let me read chat. Cheap wine from the supermarket is $6. Crack up the bubbles. I do have a bottle of champagne, but I haven't chilled that bottle of champagne yet, so I won't be doing the champagne today. Oh, guys, wait up. Let me, because I want to read chat, so. Here, let me move. Okay, now, I think now I can read you guys. Why do people open it there? Okay, the thing is because when you open it up here, you see when the wine is stored at the cellar, it's like stored sideways, like this. Okay, they store sideways. So without this thing, the seal, they put it in before they put it out into the market. So in the cellar, there's like the whole thing is gone. So if you open up really close, it's actually pretty close to where the cork is, and it might be a little bit dirty. So when you pour out the wine can actually leak to like, can kind of like dribble onto like the edge of the aluminum right here, which is not good. So you want to open it here. So you get like this much exposed, So in case if the wine drip, it's not gonna drip from the aluminum, which is like it's like the outside of the wine, right? You don't want your food to touch like outside of the bottle. So that's the reason. $6 expensive. This one, okay, this wine is about like 230 bucks Hong Kong dollar. So the wines, like the 5 wines that I got today, my budget is about like the 5 wines I got total about like $70 USD. But I got 5 wines. Okay, let me open up the wine and debrief it a little bit. Should you at least finish one? No, we are gonna talk. Okay, so you see this is like a corkscrew, okay? This is a corkscrew. So this is where you cut, this is the knife part, where you cut the foil. Let me... This. I can just go really slowly. Oh, thank you! Thank you for the wine! So you see, you make a really clean cut. Very clean cut. Hopefully the glass is not gonna drop over. And then I'm just gonna push. This is what I do usually. Just go slowly. I know my teacher, she just make a big cut here, but I like to do it like this. I just like to gently push it. Now we can close it back. So see, like this, and I can like open it like a book. It will come off like really clean. See, super clean. So this thing, when you open an expensive wine, this is like a cheap wine, right? But when you open an expensive wine like the super expensive one, we were talking about the wine that is like 10K. Those wines, every single part of the bottle is money. Even this. So you need to make sure that you got a clean cut and then everything looks nice. And then what I do is like I will kind of push everything. I'll just make it like really neat, okay? You make it really neat, like a nest. Here, so you got like a nest thing. I will be disappointed if she cuts herself. No, I am professional. You put it on the side. And now, for all wines, usually you clean. You use like a wine towel. You know the sommelier, like a server's towel. You kind of clean this part. You clean all the pots here because remember in the cellar they don't have this protector, right? So these are exposed. So you want to clean all this part, but this one is like new bottle. It's pretty clean. I would like to see VEZE in logistics. So now we take the corkscrew again. This time we're gonna use the screw part. So this is the screw part. So for the wine, okay, I need to stay up a little bit. Hopefully you guys can see it. So here, you need to go like 45 degrees. 45 degrees. But I cannot do it like in the air, right? Okay, I'm gonna put it here. So 45 degrees. Oh. Screw into it. When you screw, you slowly turn it upright. I'm not gonna move my camera. I almost hit my camera. Make sure it's like upright. Oh my god, it's so hard to do, like. Goes in. And then the first part is you use this part here. This part. Oh. The second part, you will be using this part over here. Do not pull it all out. When you feel that you almost like got it out, you use your hand, you just slowly twist it. Here. Nice. So now we will let some air go into it. We call this like breathing the wine. We breathe the wine. Ah, fix the camera angle. Okay, sorry. Oh shoot. Ah! I busted the camera! Okay, here. Oh my god. If the camera falls, I will dox myself. Okay, let me get the cork out. So remember we have this thing right here, right? So the cork should be on this thing. Ow. Just gonna lay it down. Maybe I should push it a little bit more. Basically, you make a nest like this, and then it will be really presentable, right? So, like a wine like this, and ta-da! This is basically how you open a wine like professionally. Camera falls. Expose an answer. No, not gonna happen. You wanna be a maid? No. Okay, so now once I open it up, basically is the process of breathing happens with oxygen. So I can just kind of put it back a little, because I'm gonna put it back in the fridge. I'll be right back. Let me clean all the with my tea towel. My bad. Okay. Yeah, this will be my tea towel. So now, let me open the red really quickly. Now I finished demonstrating how to open the wine. You stab it with a knife. Smash the bottle and drink straight from it. No, we don't do that. Of course it's a bed. Yeah, it's my tea towel. Now you get to see Vezelia in professional action. really, really quickly. So let me just, for the red wine, I wanted to breathe a little bit better. So I'm just gonna leave it like open without closing the cork, but I'm gonna set it away so that I don't mistakenly pop it or something. The speed. I'm a professional, I told you. So the first one I was only like demonstrating. That's why it took me a bit longer than usual. But yeah, I can pop wines like really quickly. I used to work in a bar, right? So let me... Oh, thank you! Thank you for the follow! Oh no, it was Serona! Oh, thank you for the subscription! Thank you! We're doing some wine tasting today, Serona. So let me set the glass back. And I also want to chill the rosé back as well. So before we start tasting, I want to go over some of the basics of wine with you guys. Let's see. Guys, give me a sec, right? My model, my camera is like away from me, so I need to use my iPad. I am behaving. I'm not drunk yet. I'm doing like professional stuff, okay? Okay, let me grab my phone. Keyword is yet. Keyword is yet. Ow. Okay. So, let's give me the success setup. Now I need to open up my iPad. How are you guys doing though? Chat is in the left corner squish. Yes, they are. I couldn't fix it for some reason. Reflector. Nice. Suffocating. Now, once we get to taste the wine, and then I think the fun will happen once we start tasting the wine. Oop. See, my... looks like my internet is dead. I mean on my iPad. Here. Internet have not been behaving lately, but... Oh, found it. Chuck? No, okay, first, I know you guys are gonna tell me to chuck the wine. So before we start tasting the wine, I need to go through some really basics about the benefits and the harm of wine. We also need to go over what are those? Yeah, we also need to go over the limits. How many glasses of wine you should be drinking, and what is considered to be healthy and what is not. I take responsibility, okay? When I teach you guys about wine and stuff like that, and when I drink so much on stream, I make sure that you guys also know that over drinking is not a good thing. Just because your favorite streamer is drinking, do not over drink. Don't be like your favorite streamer. Of course, wine has benefits. Okay, let's see. Just give me a sec to set up my iPad, just like the art streams. Yay! Yippee! Okay, I'm gonna just turn it a little bit smaller. Okay. Da-da-da! Hello, Apechan! Are you ready? Oh, where's my Apechan? Apechan! Oh my god. Looks like I need to... Oh, right! Perfect! Okay, so guys, you see there's like a benefits of red wine, right? Okay. So today we're gonna operate with like 2 screens. The iPad is showing. Oh no, the people to see drunk. So, oh, is there a lot of drunk people in Switzerland? PowerPoint presentation, let's go! Okay, I'm thirsty. I am thirsty. You know what? Can I drink a little bit of wine, guys? Let me drink a little bit of my leftover wine. My leftover wine. Just a little bit. So this is a Pinot Noir. This is how we see the color. Yay. Falacen? More? No, we don't do that much. We don't do that much in wine tasting, okay? So this is a Pinot Noir. Too bad I don't have a chalk pencil to label it. Anyways, sorry for French. Thank you, Legend, for the Pinot Noir! Noir! Oh my god, we have like 2 people speaking French here. I'm nervous. Is there an etiquette of drinking wine or unwritten rule when drinking wine? Since it has aristocrat back in the day, so I assume it is. There's actually quite a lot of etiquette associated with drinking wine. How much wine that you pour. I mean, etiquette of wine is more of a modern thing. Nowadays, we do have etiquette on wine, but back in the old days, they don't really have much. They have like wine rules, but those only applies into winemaking, not actual consuming it. I swear Vest doesn't even abide to your own set of rules. Hey, okay, guys, let us go over the benefits of red wine. Can you guys see the screen? How are you guys seeing the screen? Is it too small for you? It looks like it's too small for you. Can I zoom it? Okay, I can zoom it. So you see for oh, let me do another layer that I can. New layer. New layer. Yeah, just new layer. Where's my new layer? Shoot. Okay. Okay, so I can draw here, right? I can draw here. Oh, where's my pen? Yeah, G pen is good. So, nutrition facts for the wine. Is the screen big? Is it blurred? Is the pic blurry? Okay, let me see. Ah, it's blurred. Okay. I know how to fix it. Give me a sec. How is it now? I think it should be better now. Wait, is it better? Looks like the picture is blurred anyway. Still blur? Okay, so nutrition facts about here. 1 glass of wine, 1 glass equal to 125 ml. And that equals to 85 calories. So this is important, okay? 85 calories. So this is actually pretty high alcoholic drinks. You make the screen bigger? Oh, you mean that screen bigger. Okay, yeah, I can do this. Wait. It's just gonna cover our wall. Yeah. Here. How is this? I think this is okay. Give me a heart attack. So some benefits with the red wine. Who's heart health? So good one. I like this one. Heart health because they have substance in the wine grape, the antioxidants, which is actually healthy to grape. They kill bad cholesterol, so they can lower the bad cholesterol. Yeah, they do. And of course, fight diabetes because of the lowering of the bad cholesterol. Anti-aging. This comes from the pigment. This comes from the pigment of the wine. So in the pigment of the wine, there's something called the anthocyanins. Anthocyanins. Oh my god, can I even write it here? Okay, guys, let me try to write it. Anthocyanins? I don't remember how to spell it, but I remember the substance is called anthocyanins. So the anthocyanins are actually that stuff that that the color, the pigment of the wine. After 601 years, she looks so young. Yes, anti-aging, super important. Because with like fight diabetes, it also prevents obesity. It raises good omega fatty acids and also prevents from breast cancer. So I think this is really like it. I mean, we're talking about healthy limits, okay? Healthy limit. It doesn't help with improving spelling. It doesn't, I know. Now I know you're the secret of looking good of always. Just because of wine, okay? So it also prevents sunburn. Now you guys know why I drink wine, right? It prevents sunburn. So what it does is because you see sunburn is caused by oxidation. So it's like caused by oxidation. And because wine have like antioxidants, so it prevents sunburn. What scientific papers do you have for this? No, this is actually from this website, Libre, this website here. I actually read over the article, okay? I read over the article, so it was like according to the article, okay? You didn't know I could get breast cancer? For the breast cancer is the same thing. There's like the substance that kind of prevent oxidation. Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with the anthocyanins here, like the anthocyanins in the wine, the pigment. So this only happens with red wine, okay? White wine and rosé wine have minimal, but only red wines had this like red substance. And finally, boost brain health and reduce stress. Yay! Brain health! What about ice wine? It depends. Ice wine has too many sugar. So guys, these are the benefits of wine. One portion is 125. One portion is like 125 milliliters, which is about like 85 calories. And of course, we just go over all the oxidation and stuff like that. How do I get pure endocyanine? I don't know actually. I really don't know. Are you allowed to mix splits? Technically, yes. I think you can mix splits, but splits is like pop, right? Oh, you like ice wine? Yippee! I like ice wine as well. Dessert wines are so good. Yes, dessert wine is so good. There's different kinds of dessert wine, okay? We got the German Auslese or above. Also we have the Canadian ice wine. In France, we have a lot of dessert wine as well. We have Sauterne from Bordeaux. We have the Nectar from Loire Valley. We have the Late Harvest from Alsace. We have so many different wines. Ice wine or plum wine, pick one. For me, personally, I like a plum wine better. Ice wine is too sweet for me. So this is like the health benefits of wine. Okay, let me erase everything. Let me erase everything. So we got a clean screen. Okay. Okay, so now we are on to the harmful. So over drinking. This is what happened if you over drink, okay? This is what happened if you over drink. So if you over drink, oh my god. This is so very. So you get alcoholic disorders. Oh my god. Okay, wait. Wait, I'm on my second layer. Hello? Hey. I don't know why is this like layer. Oh yeah, the layer has been on top. Okay. So yeah. Alcoholic disorder, 80% lead to suicides, like mental issues, interpersonal violence, traffic injuries, 30% epilepsy, and then there's a lot of like health hazard with associated with alcohol. So over drinking, these are what will happen if you overdrink. Now reasons to quit drinking. Yes, exactly. See, I'm trying to balance the two, okay? I tell you guys like the benefits of wine, but also if you overdrink, if you overconsume, look at the, like down here, right? Look at down here. Like down here, right here. Like if you overconsume, it's not healthy. If you overdrink, you become a Filipino. Hey, don't be so racist like that! You from Quebec, I am about to tell you things you don't know. Oh gosh. That's why you don't drink disinfectant. Damaged liver. I mean, liver cirrhosis, like 48%. Come on. 26% of mouth cancer, pancreatitis, tuberculosis, cancer, breast cancer. So before, if you drink within the safe limit, it's gonna help you prevent you from breast cancer. But if you overdrink, you're still gonna get the breast cancer. It's just a lot of disease. It's really bad. So this one is actually from the World Health Organization right here, right? World Health Organization. And if we look, let's see how they're trying to prevent everything. So we are looking into decrease like a 10% reduction of the harmful use of alcohol by 2025. So I think it's very important for me to, like as an educator, I think it's very important for me to tell you guys that we're working to reduce harmful use of alcohol. But today we are gonna appreciate the wine, okay? So when we know how to appreciate wine, we can actually in a way reduce harmful use of alcohol because we know about the product. We appreciate about the product, right? Yeah, there's a lot of harmful stuff we can do. So regulate alcohol distribution, restrict, increase price. No, that's why I become a broke-pire. Cry. So, but I think like education is the first step. Yeah, education is the first step into make sure that we don't like abuse alcohol. So yes, this is the harmful. This is like the harmful use of. So let me erase this again. Next slide. Next slide will be the limit. So what is considered to be healthy? What is the limit that we can drink? So this is the limit. Recommended for men and women. So 14 units of alcohol each week. So you should not be drinking more than 6 pints of beer. 4%. So if you're drinking something like an IPA with like 7%, I mean, if you're drinking an IPA like IPA at 7%, then you're gonna get 4. You're gonna get 4 beer. That is like a weekly limit. Wine, because this is like 11.5, right? But most wines, they are about like 13%. So they're about 13%. 175. So this one is like a little bit more than the previous slide. That's within 7 bottles in a week. In Switzerland, you can only drink 2 cups of wine. You mean for driving? Well, that's our scales per bottle. So if you are drinking a 13% wine, maybe cut that by like this. Maybe you get like, I don't know, 5.5 glasses of wine. So I would say, on the safe side, I would say like 5 glasses. So now you get 4 pints of beer, you get 5 glasses of wine, and 14 single shot of spirits. So these are like tequila, rum, vodka. Yeah. This is like, I can't math. The stats will stop me. So you're telling us that you're not healthy. Yes, I'm not healthy. I'm not healthy. Yes, I am not healthy. I'm sorry, I'm not Now I know, but as a responsible educator, I still need to let you guys know that this is the healthy amount. I will try my best to stay within limit. It's hard to say. Last week, I think I had over the limit per night. Exactly, come on. Usually, one bottle is like 720 mils, right? So 720 mils, that is about like six glass. 6 glass. And I can finish 6 glass of wine. I can finish 1 bottle of wine in just like one night. So basically, one night for me, I have already exceeded the weekly amount. Clearly, no one stays in the limit. Is this per bottle or per barrel for vest? It's bottle. No, I'm trying to stay within the limit, okay? Because like after seeing all the harm that it can do to health, I think it's better for me to stay within the limit. To be fair, all the alcohol was free. Wine time. Okay, so this is second layer. Okay, let me clear out. So we're all clear, right? We're all clear about the limits, the benefits, and the harm. I mean, I'm glad I go over this like really quickly. Yoo-hoo! Yippee! Okay, let me turn this off. So the next one is, this is the aroma wheel. So the aroma wheel is when we talk about wine, there's different aromas, right? Okay, let me see. So you see, these are like fruity. These are like white wine. White? I wonder if I can... Let me see if I can turn the thing. Okay, let me unlock it, rotate it. Can I? See? So as I rotate the wheel, okay, you see there's like a white one. So there's like white... Here, white wine. So white wine, we have like citrus. Lemon, lime, grapefruit. We have white berries. We have, what is plum fruits? Oh, stone fruits. So pear, apple, green apple. These are usually Chardonnay. Tropical fruits. We have like melon, guava, pineapple, passion fruit, lychee. Okay, this one is like, this word is, botrytis? Yes, botrytis. Botrytis is an effect when you have yeast on the grape skin, but the skin is intact. The skin is perfect condition, and the yeast is just on the outside of the skin, slowly sucking away all the moisture in the grape. In the end, you will get a raisin. So we call that the botrytis. This is the botrytis aroma. The botrytis aroma are used to make super expensive sweet wine in Bordeaux in France. So the botrytis aroma, you will have like apricot and orange peel. Why is a wine called dry? Okay, dryness in wine means okay, let me hide this. Okay, let me hide this. So components in wine. I have to go over components in wine, yes. So there's actually 5 components we talk about when we do wine tasting. 5. So the first one is you get the alcohol, right? Alcohol. Did I spell right? The second one is the, well, color. The third one is the aroma. So that is the smell. Sniff. The fourth is the body. So body is like the weight of the wine. And number 5, we also have the acidity. So usually judging from a wine, we have like 5 components like this. Bordeaux? Spell alcohol correctly. Yes, I spell alcohol correctly. So Serona, to answer your question, dry is, we're talking about acidity here. Acidity. So on the scale from dry, and then we have off dry, and then we have semi-sweet. I mean, that is like doux, right? I believe in France is like doux. And then we're beginning to have like sweet wines. Sweet. I spelled sweet So dry, we're talking about when the residual sugar. Dry is when the residual sugar, how do I put it? Okay, residual sugar is less than 4 grams. Oh shoot, did something pop out? What happened? Oh, no, 4. 0.4. Okay, this is so messy. This is so messy. This is so messy, I'm sorry. Let me zoom. Dry is when residual sugar in wine less than 0.4 grams. This will be dry. So basically it just means like higher acidity, not sweet. Spam alcohol. I'm not drunk. You were English. I cannot English. So dry, basically, there's like different for off dry wines and semi-sweet and sweet wines. They will have different residual sugar. So residual sugar is, remember the yeast. The yeast is gonna eat up all the sugar and then poop out alcohol, right? Residual sugar is the sugar content that after the fermentation, what is left? That is the residual sugar. So for dry, the residual sugar is usually less than 0.4 gram, which means that the wine is pretty dry, pretty sour. We don't use sour in wine, okay? We call it like high acidity. Smallest amount. Take a picture of this. You mean this here? Here. I mean, you guys can always like refer to the flawed, right? So later when I do the wine tasting, I will refer to the color, the aroma, the body, the acidity, and also the alcohol. So that will be like of a later story. But now you guys know the components of wine tasting. Acidity is just a fancy word to shower. Exactly, because if we call a wine sour, it means that the wine go bad. No, not the barber, no. It means the wine go bad. If we call the wine sour, because we have a term in wine. So acidity, if a wine go bad, wine goes bad. It will have a term called VA. VA means volatile acidity. So if we call a wine sour, it kind of indicates a wine flaw. So we try to not use the word sour. Can I have a bedtime story today? Bedtime story. Do you know when you press a grape? The grape is gonna give you a little wine. Oh my god, is that even a story? I'm not drunk, I'm not even drinking yet. Bad wine, bad blood. So yeah, these are the components of wine. So let me erase this again. Okay. Back to the aromas. So you see, we have like different aromas, right? This is the wheel. Fruit. We also have like fruity red wines. Let me move. So fruity red wines, we have like raspberry, blackcurrant, cherry plum. We have floral, we have vegetables. See, we have a lot of different aromas to describe a wine. And you see right here in the top, there's like a wine fault. See, wine fault. Volatile acidity, guys. Look at this. This was what I was like talking about, volatile acidity. Like here. So it will be like vinegar. This is like sour, okay? So we don't call wine sour. That's if you're not drunk. What is 9 plus 11? 200! Animal, horse, but yes, we call that tertiary. So basically with like aged red wine, there's a higher chance that you get different interesting aromas. So animal, like undergrowth, like trees, truffle, mushroom. These, you know what? These really strange aromas in wine, usually in expensive wine. We find this is an expensive wine. That's why people who drink super expensive wine, they look for this kind of aroma. They look for like stuff like these here. Usually expensive wine. Usually expensive. Yeah. Yeah, usually expensive. The aroma has soy sauce. Oh, you know what? There's actually a wine in my store that has soy sauce aroma to it. She's half correct. Okay, let me remove this. So these are just like a glance of all the aromas we could have in a wine. So let me... now we are off to the color. So you see there's like different colors in wine, right? So we have like straw, deep straw, pale yellow, medium yellow, deep brown. We have like so many different colors. So usually these colors, these colors are aged wine, okay? So if you age a white wine for say like 10 years, they will turn into this color. And so did these are rosé, and also for red wine, we have like a medium ruby, deep ruby, pale purple, garnet. So garnet is kind of like blood, right? Blood. This one is like purple. We have a whole range of colors. So when I do the wine tasting later, you guys will see different wines actually have like different colors. They're from the grapes. Remember what I told you guys? The grape skin. Grape skin. Grape skin. So the thicker the grape skin, the more pigmented. So obviously, the deep purple wine will have skin that is much thicker than the pale purple one. So like the Pinot Noir right here, this is like, can you guys see it? Like here. Wait a sec. I'm just gonna turn this smaller. I mean, we're gonna go into like the wine tasting soon, so let me turn this smaller. You see the wine here? Oh, you know what? Let me turn on the light. So we are going to reference, when we do the wine tasting, we are going to reference back here. I believe this is the pale purple one. Yeah, this is the pale purple one. See? You know what it's like? It's kind of lean towards a medium garnet? No, not. Do I have a lot of light pale garnet? Pale tawny. Yeah, I would say this is somewhere in between like a pale purple to medium garnet. It's like a pale purple to medium garnet. Yeah. I don't know why that was a flag. Bullying? What? The pale pink looks cool. Yeah. Is that garlic? No, there's no garlic one. Are you trying to kill me or something? I forgot to hydrate. Okay, I hydrate. This one is not too good. I've been drinking this one for the past 3 days. It's not too good. It's not too good. So guys, these are the colors of wine. When we do the tasting, we're gonna go back to this chart of all the colors. Right. So this is the color. I think we can start. You can start tasting wine. Yeah, I think we can start tasting wine. So I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna keep the chart right here so that we can reference back. Very exotic colors. Time to taste wine. Finally. Let me move my camera. And I also need to move my. Let's see. What should I do? I don't know what should I do. I have, guys, you know what? I have so many devices in front of me. I have like a wine table. I have like 6 bottles of wine. I have an iPad. I have a screen. I have my laptop. I have a mic. It's a mess here now. This is already 1 AM. I know. Hopefully you guys enjoy this, okay? Hopefully you guys enjoy this. Okay, let me move my screen so that I can read chat. Oh no, I cannot read chat. Okay, you know what? I will have to read chat this way. Yeah, I will have to read chat this way. Maybe. Ah! I don't want to toss myself. Okay. Oh my god, thank you! Thank you for the bits! Who wouldn't enjoy struggling to write alcohol? I'm not struggling to write alcohol, what the hell? You know what? I'm just gonna do the wine tasting like here. So this, I'm gonna put this away. This is my own wine. Dox yourself more. So I will have like 5 glass. The last one, this one will be the non-alcoholic one. Okay, so the 4, I'm gonna have like 4 alcoholic ones. Let me grab the wines. They should be, the red one should be ready to taste. So the first one, I have the Spy Valley. Oh, I haven't opened it yet. From the Spy Family! And then the second one will be the MACON-VERZE, the French wine. So the second one is Domaine de la Jobeline. I'm sorry, I butchered the name. This is a Chardonnay. I know it's a Chardonnay by heart. This is. You can already see the difference in color, right? I mean, you can already like look at the color. The colors look so different already. Should I put it like here? Yeah, I think I should put it here. And then I drip wine. Let me clean. Okay. See ya, Dying Star. Shoddy wine? Wine time! Air bubbles. Okay. So the third wine is a light body. This is the Beaujolais-Villages from Marks & Spencer. I failed. I hate screw caps! This will not happen. You know what? In my store, we have something called a wine pourer. Basically, it's kind of like an aluminum foil on top of the wine bottle. Like, we stuck it in and then we pour it. Okay, let me get the final one. My Bordeaux. My Bordeaux wine. Let me pour it here. Bordeaux. Oh my god. Looks like the screen. Let me change the screen. I'm struggling. Yes, I am. Here. So you can already tell the difference with the colors. Oh my god, even my model is like... Let me move onto the side. Here. See, what are you guys talking about? Very nice medium guava. I thought I saw the year of the one is 2014. Nope. Well, for the wines, I believe they are all pretty young wines. They really drink it now. Young wines. Is this the oldest one? Let's see. Even this. Okay, this is 2019. So this one will be the aged Chardonnay. So with all the color, you see these two are whites, right? Okay, let me put it right. These two are white wines. So if you take a look at the white wine, look at this. The color is different. If you refer back to the chart here, I wonder if there's like a hue in my light. It looks better now. I think it looks better now. Can you see the color difference? So this one, Spy Valley, is a Cabernet Sauvignon. And the color is like really, really light. So light to the point is like, this one is like medium straw, right? I find this one more like a pale straw. It's almost like water. It's like that light. See, so crystal clear. What a wine! The second one looks like there are no. The second one is a Chardonnay. This is like a Chardonnay. Move the bottle. Do not drop the bottle. So this is more like a Chardonnay. I would say this one will correspond to something like a medium yellow. Yeah, something like... Oh no, not that green. Deep yellow? Medium gold, yeah. Yeah, I think this is more like a medium gold color. Two gingers to drink on champagne. Shoddy wine. Back alley wine. No, the reason because of the grape. This one from France is actually made in a way that is... Oh, hello, thank you. Hello, Jamel. Thank you for the follow. I'm Vezelia. Nice to meet you. We're doing some wine tasting today. I'm trying to operate between two screens, one phone, one iPad, and a table full of wines. Welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoyed it. Yes, the medium gold. So before we try the reds, let's do the... I'm gonna put the reds away. I mean, it's better to compare and contrast the two reds. These are the whites, okay. Watch out for my cat. My cat is ignoring me because I'm having like so much wine open, and then she was like, I don't really care. So let me try to taste the first one. So now we got the color down, okay? We got the color down. Wait. So for this one, we will call the Spy Valley Sauvignon Blanc. Oh, can I write here? Yes. Spy Valley Sauvignon Blanc. So this one is from New Zealand. So for color, we have pale straw. Oh my god. Pale straw. So after we look at the color, we will smell, okay? We smell. Spy Family, right? I really get bad headaches from some white wines, and I don't even know why. Chemicals. They have a lot of additive and chemicals in the wine. Those one will give you really bad reaction. So Sirona, I think I would suggest you to try natural wines. Natural wines have lower chemical or additives added on, or maybe non-additives. So those one perhaps will be better for you. Is the color a deal breaker to some people? It really depends. For Sauvignon Blanc, it is the grape that will yield this lighter color. So I also have a screen that I can show for Sauvignon Blanc. So you see for Sauvignon Blanc, this is like the aroma profile. Sauvignon Blanc. So we have like celery, green apple, citrus, elderflower, mango, passion fruit, cut grass. Grass is very distinctive for a Sauvignon Blanc. Celery jump scare. Natural wines are wines that are not even natural wines, grower wines. Do not buy wines from supermarket. Go to your local wine shop. Ask for affordable grower wine. The best is the one that made sustainably. So you see this wine here, New Zealand wine, and this one is also made wait, I remember like a sustainably craft. Yes. So these are the elements you want to look for. Drinking grass. So let me smell it. So the first thing is you smell. Shoot. For New Zealand, I get a lot of guava. Yes, guava. Guava and grass. Guava. Can I? Guava. Where's the guava? Yeah, passion fruit. Passion fruit. I have grass. You know what? Let me write it out. Let me write it out. So aroma. Aroma. Guava. Grass. Not armpit. Why am I saying armpit? No armpit. Yes, I mostly get guava, grass, and gooseberry. Do you guys know what is gooseberry? Gooseberry. I don't get melon. I don't get dill. So now we can taste the wine. This is refreshing. As in acidity is like pretty high. It's like acidity. It's like pretty high. This one is a dry wine. It's a dry wine. Dry wine! Rate 1 to 10. I would give this... Okay, so acidity is like one component, right? We got the... Oh, shoot! So we got the color, we got the aroma, we got the acidity. Now the body. Because you see it's like really light. Usually, body is like the weight. The weight of a body. I would say this is a light body. The weight is like body. Body is something like milk, okay? Imagine if you get a full body, it's like drinking like a homogenized milk, like a full cream milk. Light body is like, the texture is like drinking a skim milk, you know? Milk with no fat. When we talk about a wine having a full body, that means that the wine is very heavy. It feels like I'm drinking like a light cream or whole milk. Body count. Not body count. But this one is a very light body. So light body wines are the wines that kind of have a weight like a skim milk. So very light. Exactly. So now alcohol. Alcohol? How do you tell if the alcohol is high or not? Oh, thank you! Thank you for the message! Thank you! You're so generous. Okay. Alcohol. Alcohol is a key opponent you try to taste on your throat. You know, on your throat. Not alcohol by volume, but how do I tell if a wine is high alcohol or low alcohol? When I drink the wine, when I swallow the wine, it will go through my throat and go into my stomach, right? I give it like 2 to 3 seconds, and I feel if the wine is high in alcohol, I will feel this warming, burning sensation on my throat. If the wine is low in alcohol, I will not get that. So, which means that if I'm drinking a higher alcohol wine or any beverage, high alcohol, it will give me a warming sensation in my throat. So this one is pretty light. I'm having it pretty cold, so temperature about, I would say about 8 degrees Celsius. So white wine is actually better if you drink like, white wine temperature is actually better if you drink between like, I would say 8 degrees Celsius to 12. Yeah, it depends. Champagne, bubblies, you need to be more cold. So because I don't really feel much, I find this wine pretty easy to drink. And as stated, the alcohol is actually on the low side. It's only like 12.5, right? So this wine is not too high in alcohol. Let me pour a little bit. I like it. I like this. Just a little bit. Oh my god, I told you guys I'm gonna spit it out, but I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So alcohol, I think, is on the medium low side. Yes. So lastly, when we talk about the wine, we talk about the finish. So what is finish? Finish is basically after you swallow that wine, and then there's still aroma, right? You can still smell the wine in your palate. You count. If the aroma, the longer the aroma stay in your palate, the longer the finish. So finish is basically after you swallow the wine, how long is the aroma gonna stay in your palate? So I would say this one is like pretty, not too long. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 seconds. So I would say this wine is more of like the finish is like medium. Yeah, if after you swallow the wine and then the aroma just like vanish, that will be a short finish. If the wine, after you swallow the wine and you still feel the aroma keep going on and the wine is kind of like invites you to drink another sip, that is a long finish. So these are the components, right? The finish is also very important because for the finish, the longer the finish kind of indicates the more expensive the wine is, the more finer the wine it is. So finish is also a very important indicator for the wine. Of course, we also have like tannin, right? Can you see? Oh my god, you guys cannot even see tannin. Tannin is basically the grape skin. You know the bitterness? That bitterness? Bitter. This is a white grape. It doesn't really have much pigment to begin with, nor it has any tannin. So I would say the tannin is low or none. Well, this is not. There will be some tannin, so low. Tannin is also important factor because tannin in joint hands. Oh, shoot. Tannin in joint hands with alcohol and also acidity. This three. Okay, 1, 2, 3. This 3 component constitute what makes a wine can be aged or not. So if you don't have good acidity or some alcohol and tannin to balance, you cannot keep the wine for a long time. You have to drink it basically like, I don't know, within 2 years. How do you make it together? It's just components that got made into the wine when you first made it. So the acidity comes from the acid from the grapes. The alcohol comes from the fermentation. Remember alcohol and acidity, right? If the grape eat up a lot of sugar, it's gonna produce a lot of alcohol, and because they eat up a lot of sugar, you get a higher acidity because you don't have the sugar level to balance, right? And tannin is more on the grape skin, like the condition of the crop. Yes, acidity, alcohol, tannin are the 3 key components that tells you if the wine can be aged or not. How do you tell tannin again? Tannin is different. So for tannin, we are going to talk about a little bit more tannin when we get to the red wine, because red wine got skin, right? So tannin is the sensation. It's kind of like it's like a chewy sensation inside the side of your cheeks. So you know, you see my face, like inside your face, on your cheek, like inside your cheek, you feel this like rubbly, chewy texture. So that is the tannin.